Guys, welcome back.
Welcome back. So, fun fact, I invited Zach on
Why
thinking
you're just getting
no,
straight into it. Not even
thinking,
like,
thinking that he knew Gabbie, and they're like, "Oh, nice to meet you." So, like,
yeah.
Gabbie's gonna learn so much
It's
today.
our first official
And I
meet.
have seen you in a few events.
Yeah.
I thought you guys met at
No, but
the
we haven't met
universe.
officially.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I've done this a few times.
Yeah.
That's why Gabbie was like so silent in our group chat.
I was like, oh my god, I'm so shy.
No, but I'm so excited to have you on. I've known you for like, I don't know how long. I think we met at the PMAP thing.
The
right?
peanut. Yeah.
But I've seen you so much. I've seen all your reels, and you know what? I think it's time that we have Zach Pena on, guys. So please
Let's
give
go.
him a round of applause.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh
I've
my
been
God.
seeing all
Thank
the
you for
reels.
responding to us.
No, yeah.
Don't never
The moment
respond.
Liam messaged me, I was like, I have to do it.
No,
I
so
have to be
I
part
messaged
of
you.
the podcast.
And then I was like, he hasn't responded. Not another person not wanting to come on. And then I messaged him again, and he responded straight away. Very organized, guys. Like, some people are very hard to deal with.
I know.
But Zach, guys, book him because he's so easy to work with.
But you know, I realized like if I were on the receiving end, like if someone invited me on a podcast, I'd also be super nervous. Like I also don't know like how I would respond,
No, you know, we invite a lot of random people on, and they're like, "Oh, I don't know what to talk about."
or they're scared.
Yeah.
Bleep this out. You don't have to. Oh my god, has it been a minute? You can bleep that out. It's like you don't have to talk about.
Yeah, but she was like, I'm gonna get canceled.
I'm like, I feel like she gets canceled like once
Yeah,
a
I
week.
know.
But it's so nice to have you on, you know. I think, especially for me, like, well, Gabbie doesn't work out. But like, I feel like a lot of us are in this whole fitness journey. And I love that you've sort of started, well, at least for me, I told you this morning, it's like I worked out before this because you're a very big, like, workout inspo. And I even made a joke. I saw you at Universe, and it's like, wow, he just came back from the beach. And I think I saw like 20 reels from Zach.
Yeah, I remember.
No, but like, how did this whole thing start? Like, did you start out like doing fitness content? Has that always been your thing? Were you always fit? Like, let's get back to your like childhood. Like, were you a fat child? Like, I don't know, because that's usually how it starts. Like, you were fat
Right,
when you're
right.
young, and then you wake up one day and you're like,
I wanna be
I want
fit.
abs. You know. So how did it all start?
How did it all start? No, yeah. It started all the way back in grade school. So my dad was like the biggest New York Yankees fan. So baseball team.
I know that Gabbie was like, wait, what?
I know naman the New York Yankees. My god.
My
They're
dad's
like
a
the
Yankee.
biggest baseball
Yeah.
team. So
My
they're like
dad's
the
a
Lakers.
Yankees fan.
Oh, your dad's a Yankees fan. Yeah, there. So he really
I
wanted
think.
me to get into baseball, and I guess that's where all the athleticism, fitness started. Because I tried out for the Ateneo baseball team, and then I got in, and then it basically
Okay,
like
sport.
it basically like was like a domino effect from there. I represented the Philippines in like multiple international.
Do we have an
meets.
Olympian? Is this like Carlos Yulo? That's his name. Like, we don't need. We reached out. He didn't
To Carlos
respond. So
Yulo?
now we have
Out?
Zach.
I didn't know that.
No,
You reached out. Oh, did-
No, guys, we have an Olympian here. This is crazy.
secret talent.
Wait, that's amazing. But what was I gonna say? I forgot now. Wait, I'm gonna drink some coffee.
No, but yeah, it basically started from there. And then I guess grade 8 was when I really got into fitness because I wanted to improve, my physique and my strength and whatnot. And then people just started asking me like for tips. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll help you. Here's a workout program. Eat this, don't eat
You're like,
that.
now let's start charging.
No, before that, it was funny because my professor, my teacher in school was like, Zach, I know you're really into fitness. Can you coach me? Because he was like really overweight. So I was like,
She.
yeah, sure, why not? So
That-
we went on this like 3-month program. I did it completely for free. And he lost like about 20, 30 pounds. He was really fit.
God.
And I was like, okay, wait, maybe I should start
Yeah.
charging for this. And then that's basically where the content went
Started.
towards and like all the coaching.
Did
all
you
the
ever
fitness.
like? So I see all the reels, I see the TikToks. Like, did you ever want to get into social media? Was that something that you sort of planned on,
Mhm.
or were you just posting for shits and gigs and some because I think Gabby and I have spoken about this a lot on the podcast where like I feel like a lot of our friends in the industry no one really tried to get into the industry, you know, to be an influencer. Like it's sort of the luck of the draw. Like you just post and if people like
If
it,
it
it
works out,
works.
it works out.
Or were you like more strategic
Mhm.
when it comes to content and everything?
I guess in the modeling aspect, it was more natural. So I started modeling really in 2020, but that was purely
Same.
commercial modeling.
I want a commercial model, but I don't smile. I can't, like, everyone's like, the money's there. I'm like, have you seen me smile before? No.
Yeah, but you had that like, which one was that?
The
one with, like,
Fundador?
Yeah, the Fundador.
Well,
Like having fun.
You had a
Like,
Fundador commercial?
no billboards, like
billboard.
Edsa
Billboard?
S-Lex. But in
Yeah.
fairness,
Weren't you smiling there? I remember.
yeah, because I was the only one actually drinking the Fundador during the shoot. And like all my friends were there. Like, it didn't really seem like, it wasn't like a yum. Like,
Yeah.
it was just like a, oh, you're like having
Have
fun.
some,
More
yeah.
natural.
Yeah. So commercial modeling. Are you
Yeah.
still trying to do that?
Slowly, but then ever since I started in 2020, it was really hard to get a lot of projects just because there's so much competition in the space.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you actually have to be a good actor. And I never,
Oh my God.
I never had any acting. You know, like the yes acting.
Yes.
Yes, acting.
Yeah.
No, so you basically say
Or, like,
yes
different
in different
emotions.
emotions.
So, like,
And to me, they
happy,
all sound the
sad.
fucking same. I've gotten comments before, you're so monotone. This is my fucking voice. How do you expect me to change? It's like, yes. It's like, I don't want to freaking do that. Like, honestly, I wish I could be an actor.
Yeah.
I can do like,
Would you?
if I'm like not smiling, I feel like that commercial's for me. The smiling I can't do.
What's a non-smiling commercial? I can't
Exactly,
picture.
there's none.
Yeah.
Like,
That's true.
I keep
though.
saying until I get veneers, like I won't do commercial modeling, but I'm also fucking old. And also, like, look at my hair
How
right
old are
now.
you?
27.
Oh, you're
How
not that old.
old? How old are you?
Guess.
23.
Yeah, 33.
Oh my god. See, like,
You, how old are you?
Same, 27.
27.
Yeah.
we're like oldies.
Yeah.
You know, like I can't. Okay, so commercial modeling. Like, what are some commercials you did?
The first one I did was Jollibee.
Damn. Wait, and fairness.
So I was quoted the tuna pie lover.
I love
if, you
it.
can, if you can bring that up here in the screen.
Wait, but they're gonna find it. I love that. Wait, that's
Tuna
that's
pie
already
lover.
like. I feel like they paid you like.
Yeah.
They paid
That's
really
Jollibee.
well, actually. You know, my very first one was supposed to be Nor,
Oh my
Wait, these are like
God.
good
Yeah, these are
brands,
like fun
guys.
brands.
but it was at the
Fairness.
height of the pandemic, and my mom was like,
No.
"No, you're gonna get COVID."
I would have been like,
Yeah.
Mom, you better pay me all
The
that
equivalent of the
money."
Nor.
Yeah, I would have been like, I will get COVID.
No, and my manager was really pissed because obviously, I got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah,
makes
Jollibee, Smart, LBC,
Ooh.
what? I feel like you're.
McDonald's.
Wait, that's like iconic.
Yeah, that one was with Vice Ganda actually.
Wow.
Wait,
nice.
guys, we're changing. This whole topic's gonna be about commercial modeling now.
Alright,
Wait, I
change the
never
topic.
knew that. But see, you know, I feel like nowadays, like, even people that I know really well, if they're not posting about it on social media, you're not going to be aware
Yeah.
of this. And this is why I think we love doing these podcasts because we learn
That's why
so
life
much
is not
about
a
people.
life is not a real.
Like,
Right?
it's not
Exactly,
real.
guys. Wait, that's amazing.
Are they like video ads or like?
Yeah, so a bunch of them actually
Oh my
were
God, I'm
like
gonna-
YouTube ads.
Wait, I'm googling
or,
all
like,
of this when
Yeah.
I get
My
home.
friend-
Do they show up like if you Google them, the ads?
I think they might.
If you do like McDonald's, like 2020 ad, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I love bringing this up, but Siobhan has a McDonald's.
No way. What year?
I think like around
Like
that
a video?
time. No, like she's like the star. I'm like, okay, McDonald's queen.
Oh my God.
Siobhan was our first guest. And I think she hates bringing it up because now she's like, cool. But wait,
I know I can't imagine her in a McDonald's ad.
Siobhan. I met her in the universe. But
Yeah.
she's super.
she just got married,
Cool.
right?
She
Yes.
just got
She's a
married.
missus.
She's now in Paris, just vibing. But it hailed. Did you see that?
I saw like literally
it
like
fully
ice.
hailed in Paris.
Yeah, like ice cube.
And we're going
falling
in
from
June,
the-
but I think at
no,
least
I don't
summer
think it's gonna be hotter.
For vacation.
for
Fashion
Fashion
Week.
Week.
Over fashion
Yeah.
week. Oh, wow.
But yeah, wait, that sounds so cool. Honestly, I wish I could commercial model, but honestly, I don't smile. I wish. I've like auditioned for one, and it is via Zoom. And I was like, okay, like I'll be the only one. They'll put us into like rooms. You had to audition while
In
everyone else
front
is
of
watching
everyone.
the Zoom.
Yeah.
But like everyone that's like also auditioning can see you.
Everyone.
What?
So embarrassing. I thought
Oh
it
my
was
gosh.
like, oh, like
I was like,
you go
everyone
and-
leave the Zoom.
Yeah, like,
leave the room.
I thought it was like that at first.
so you
also.
and they kept making me redo it.
Oh my
and I was like,
God.
I'm not gonna fucking get that. Like, there's no way. Like everyone was like, oh my god, good, and they're like, oh okay, thank you, Liam. That's when
Yeah.
you know, you're like, not. It's not it.
Thank you, Liv.
But let's talk about the fitness aspect. See, do you see
Going
how we
back.
just go back and
Yeah.
forth? Like, how did that whole start? Like, when did you sort of notice? Oh shit! Like this is like becoming a thing. Like
Yeah.
I'm now.
Like you're getting clients,
Becoming,
like people are reaching.
Yeah, but even just the whole influencer thing, you're like, oh, like I feel like one day you wake up and you're like, okay, like I think I'm now an
Like, this is picking up,
influencer.
yeah.
Yeah.
When was that?
I guess for the fitness part, it started last May. So again, like going back to my professor who I coached, I was like, okay, maybe I can
I
charge.
wonder
for
what
this.
he's like, how he's doing now. He's
He actually
Is he still
hits me
fit?
up from time
Is
to
he
time.
fit now?
He's still like in pretty good shape. Yeah, I would say.
Wow.
good for him.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
prof.
So yeah, it started last May. So that's when I really started posting more in the fitness content. And then it was just so crazy to me how people started DMing me, and I was like, wait, like, I wasn't even like certified yet or anything. But people
Are
are
you
actually
certified?
It's
No.
in process. In process.
How do you get certified for that? Like,
It's
you
called
take
like
a
the
test or
national. It's like NASM.
Oh.
So you take. I think it's like a 3-month online course. Yeah.
Should I do that?
oh, you're
I
gonna
like
get certified also.
I like worked out this morning because it's like fuck, like I want my arms to be big, and then I like injured my leg, and I didn't even do legs.
I know, that's
like today,
weird.
so
How did that
I'm obviously
happen?
need some certified like
Yeah.
oops like.
Workout.
But like, how is the whole content thing going? Like, you are pushing out more content than me and Gabby combined on all platforms. Like, you're killing it. In fairness, like.
Thank you.
Especially your beach content. Like I think you knew like this is while the iron's hot.
I'm
like
gonna
I'm
look
gonna
at it now. I'm gonna go
no,
through
because
it
he's so
after
smart.
this.
Because he like hides all his reels, and I'll see
Okay.
like him shirtless like 3 times a day.
No, yeah, because I don't like putting it on my main feed
Yeah,
just because
I
I
don't
feel
do
like
that
it
either.
ruins the
the
whole vibe.
feed.
No, I think
Wait,
I'm following your strategy with
Of,
like,
like,
you do
reels
the
and reels
gimmicks
and
and then you
hide.
hide it, and then the cute shit you keep on your
I
feed.
keep it on the feed. Yeah.
That's a
yeah.
very Izzy Poopy strategy. I don't think you're too straight to know who Izzy Poopy is, but she does the
Yeah, I'm
same.
not sure.
She'll do like gimmicks, hide,
Hide
and then
it.
all the nice things like the
She'll keep it.
universe, all the nice brands you keep.
Yeah,
And
because I also don't want my feed to seem like gym, hardcore,
Yeah.
you know, because since I'm also a model, like I also want to attract like fashion, lifestyle type of content.
Mhm.
But how's that going? Like, are you, like, what are you doing to sort of like dive into?
that.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's definitely picked up a lot the past year ever since I did this shoot in La Union. It was like a beach shoot for this resort. And then that's when I met my manager, Lawrence.
Love him. I sat next to him at Siobhan's wedding.
Yeah, he told
Yeah,
me.
so that was really fun. We just,
Mm-hmm.
I just drank the whole time, honestly. Like, literally just drank. But it was super fun. He's super funny.
Yeah,
And he's very creative. And I'm glad that,
he's doing a lot.
I know he's going back to New York, right?
Yeah, like that's his like main thing. So he goes to New York for Fashion Week. He has like a bunch of agencies, bunch of models, and then like,
Go him. But how's the fashion going? Like, I don't know. I think now that like this year, and I think the podcast even has sort of helped me sort of strategize more, because I think we're always just sort of vibing before.
Yeah.
And I realized that like if you want to be in this industry, there has to be some sort of strategy involved,
Exactly.
you know?
That's what I learned also recently. Like you definitely need like a roadmap. Like you need to really plan out like how your personal brand, how you want to be perceived by people.
What do you think your personal brand? Ooh, what do you think this? What do you think your personal brand is?
I think it really stems between fitness, like at the base of it. If you just see my content,
I love that he's
he-
talking about fitness, and I'm like smoking my.
It's actually not too bad to vape. Like
Wait, guys.
no,
No way.
no, aesthetically, it doesn't really do much. But then if you're thinking about like, longevity.
You know what I always
Right.
say? Which is really bad. I'm like, I just care about how I look on the outside. And the inside, when I get a little older, that's when I'll start like
That's
Okay.
when like yeah.
like maybe
That comes out.
every other day my mom will send me like a video of like this
Stop
is what
vaping.
happens when you vape. And I'm like, but it's like it's my happy, like it's my stress reliever.
Do you? No.
No, I don't. I
That's
don't
good.
smoke or vape.
That's good.
He's very healthy. So we've said this before. Gabby does OMAD.
Oh, 1 meal a day.
Yeah.
Wait, what? As
For how
a,
long?
For like over a year now. Has it been over a year?
even
I
when he
feel?
travels, like he won't. Like he's
no,
very
it's really
good.
because it naturally becomes like a thing. Like, because I got used to it. So if I eat, like, let's say I'll eat lunch and I don't, like when I'm traveling, I'm like, okay, I'll eat 2 meals. Like,
Yeah.
I'm still full by dinner. Like,
That's
I'm
so
not
iconic.
And
hungry.
you never like broke like
Sometimes I will, like, rarely.
rarely.
But,
like,
then when I break, like, it's like, I'm so full. Like, I feel way too full.
Mm-hmm.
like from a health point of view, or like you're certified.
Oh no.
How does like what's with is OMAD okay? Like
No, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, the type of diet you choose is really personal preference. So some people would go OMAD, some people would do intermittent fasting, some would do like 3, 4, 5 meals a day. And people think
I'm the 3, 4.
some people will think, oh, intermittent fasting will get you thinner. At the end of the day, it's really calories in versus calories out. So if you want to maintain your weight, as long as you're eating, for example, 2,000 calories, that's your maintenance. Just stick to 2,000 calories, whether it's multiple
that's
meals
like one whole Pizza Hut.
or whether it's just in one full meal, then it's completely
So I could eat a whole
It's
Pizza Hut.
2000 I feel like one whole Pizza Hut is more than 2,000.
If I
Could
like,
be, yeah.
if I
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
walk a little, if I walk a little, then I can have it.
Then you can
Then you can
balance
have
it
But
out.
the thing is, that's gonna be 1 out of my 4 meals a day.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
Exactly.
No, I've actually struggled with my health. Not my like food intake. So during the pandemic, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get really skinny,
Mhm.
and I'm very like, what is it called? I don't even fucking know. But I used to like count my calories.
Oh yeah.
And no, but it was so bad because I got that stupid app. I would count every grape.
My Fitness Pal.
MyFitnessPal. I'd count every grape. So now I sort of have a different approach where like I sort of just, and I actually saw you post about this on your story, like more of a balanced approach, like the 80-20. Is it
80-20 diet rule. Yeah.
where I sort of just, if I eat something unhealthy one day, like I'm obsessed with these cookies, then the next day I'll have like chicken and vegetables, you know? So I try and balance it out a little.
Yeah.
But no, I was like really going through a spiral for a second. Like if I had like one extra cracker,
You're
I'd be
gonna
like, oh my God, I need to walk.
Yeah.
But I was so,
Yeah, because you were becoming obsessive.
I was so fucking skinny.
Yeah.
But I was constantly thinking about food.
Mhm.
And now I feel like because I'm like not thinking about it too much, I feel like I'm actually less hungry.
Mhm.
Because when you think about it and you're counting, then you're constantly like, oh, I want my next meal.
Reminded.
And then I would like have all my meals by 12 noon and I'd be like, fuck, I have no more food. Because I was getting
Yeah.
so obsessive.
Mhm.
So now I try to just, if I'm hungry, drink some black coffee and like that.
Yeah.
I bring around like a big container of black coffee.
Yeah. Black coffee is a really great way to stay satiated.
Right?
Actually. Yeah.
I'm a black coffee
It's
like
hot.
fiend. But one thing I learned was that I used to like have lattes every morning. I would have like little snacks and I just cut that out and that helped my diet so
Mhm.
much. Because it's like little things like if you're gonna have a coffee anyway, just make it a black coffee.
Yeah.
You know, and you can use those extra calories towards
Stevia
like
or Splenda.
I just have it plain black.
Plain
like
black.
it's
I also have
bad.
it plain black in my car right now. Like I have a huge tumbler.
Oh my god, see we're twins. I have mine here. And I like filled it up.
Yeah.
Because I wake up at like 5 every day.
Mhm.
So I haven't eaten today, so I'm starving. And then I had some coffee, and now I'm like, I feel skinny again. Because I want to bloat, and like, look, you're like so fit with the abs, and like we're here like bloated. That's why Gabby hasn't had his own. That's why you haven't had your own.
I never have my OMAD that early either. Because it's like, if I eat it too early now, maybe I'll get hungry.
You'll be hungry later
Yeah.
in the day.
I
Yeah,
feel
if you do OMAD, it's usually like lunch or like
Yeah.
dinner.
I could never. Like, I really need to eat. Like, I'm a hungry person. But online, I'm already admitting. I always be like, oh, I don't want to eat. I don't want to eat, but I'm constantly like, fuck, I want to eat, and I just eat when I'm home.
Yeah.
But the vibes I give off are skinny, but I'll probably eat a meal when I get home. Because some people go to events and it's like a dinner, and everyone's like, oh, I don't want to eat it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to eat it.
I
And end
noticed
up eating everyone's.
no one wants to eat in events. Like even if it's like the cocktail type of food.
I'll eat
No
it if
one
it's a
really
sit
gets it.
down.
Yeah.
You're the only one.
If it's a planned sit down, then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna eat.
There was
Yeah.
a lunch. I'm not gonna say which lunch. You went to that lunch.
Yeah.
And Teresa's like, not one person ate except for you.
No, I still ate it because it's my OMAD because I already planned
Okay,
it. Like, it's
yeah.
my OMAD,
Makes
but like the food was not good at all. And I was like, this is my OMAD.
At least
Eating it, and I
one
was
meal's
like,
iconic.
I wasted my OMAD on this like shitty lunch.
Yeah.
Like,
But what does your diet usually like consist of? Because I feel like
Mhm.
I still struggle where like I'll go on not a bender in a month, but like I have one good meal. Like I'll have my cookies and I'm like, fuck, I miss like my non-diet food. And then I sort of end up like spiraling and I'm like, okay, I want all this food. I want all this food. Now I'm craving pizza. Like how do you sort of
Yeah.
control that a little? Like how have you kept up your
Ooh,
diet for
yeah.
like a while? Because I still struggle, you know, like I'm pretty fit, but like I feel like I could, if I was this consistent, because I've tried for so long, I would have had abs by now, you know? But I don't. So obviously I'm not doing something correct.
Yeah, definitely. I really prioritize and focus what I like to call whole foods. So basically,
I
real
do
food.
this, but it's
That's
not
whole
working.
food.
That's whole food.
Basically, real food like that comes from Earth.
okay.
You know what I mean? Like nothing chemically
Processed,
injected,
okay.
nothing processed, no junk. And
Organic.
yeah, basically organic.
Heirloom.
Majority of the time. Because if you indulge in like processed or junk food, obviously there's a lot of chemicals put into it, and these companies want you to be addicted to it, right? So you
And I am
Wow, I didn't
addicted.
know.
I am
didn't know it
addicted.
make you
See?
addicted.
yeah, like for fast food, for example.
Gabby's
for
gonna be
sure.
so skinny by Fashion Week. He's
Why?
gonna be like Zach Pena. It's
I
like
eat at Grace Park every day. It's like, it's a farm to table,
right?
Yeah,
yeah.
actually. Grace Park is good. Grace
You're
Park is
eating
good.
the pasta. It's like farm to table.
Like
though.
chicken parmesan.
No, I agree though. Like
Like
if I'm gonna
cabbage.
eat a pasta, I try to get something that's like
Organic.
or like
Like
or a
cherry
pizza.
tomato.
Pizza's better. A
Yeah.
pizza like I'm not gonna get like shakies. I'll eat like
Like a legit
a mano.
pizza.
You know, where at least it's like realer ingredients.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
like it's more like not no preservatives and like all this
Exactly.
like.
Now I'm
Exactly.
craving like for Carlos. So
I haven't tried actually. Is it good?
What? No, I was thinking recently. I haven't eaten there in a while because there's a time like I'd always.
This is on
eat
BGC,
there.
right?
Yeah,
No, my like
and then I haven't in a while.
boyfriend hates Carlos. No, just because he likes like I like fake Italian food. Like I love like American Italian.
Yeah.
It reminds me of John Vinny's, and he likes like real Italian. And I'm like, I just want like,
I like
chicken
both.
Alfredo. Like,
No, I like both.
like I'm not a complainer, but sometimes you just crave for like
It depends what you're craving for,
Like,
like in the
a
moment.
more real version of Olive Garden. You know,
Right,
like
right.
sometimes you just want chicken Alfredo, and you want it like you just want the cream.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But at least you're able to keep it up. But like, how, to me, at least for me, like I feel guilty when I like overindulge, and sometimes like it's again sends me into this spiral where I feel like I'm then like, if I'm gonna eat junk, I must as well just eat junk the whole day. Like, how do you sort of prep your mindset for that? Because I know like the diet is so much more important than like the working out. Obviously, working out aids it, but diet is like a bigger part of
Mm-hmm.
the losing the weight or being healthy. Like,
Right.
how do you sort of like what mindset do you have, or like what do you tell your like clients? Like, how do you like ingrain it in them? Because I fuck up all the time.
Well, I think one thing that's for sure is that you should know that, for example, if you're into pizza, I'm sure you know that if you have one slice, you're not just gonna have one slice. Like,
And I can't, you know, sometimes I order like off of Grab, which that's one thing I try to not do because there's no healthy food on Grab. Like it's all unhealthy.
that's true. Like, it's only salad stop.
Yeah.
But I'm like, there's no way. And Well, I eat salsa every day, but I can't order it off of Grab because I do double of certain things, and you
Mhm.
can't do that.
What do you mean double?
I put double grapes in my like wrap,
Mm.
but you can only add like one, and you can't tell them to mix in the dressing.
Even in like the instructions.
I forget.
Wait, they have grapes in salsa?
I have the best wrap in the whole entire. I've
Is it like a custom?
It's my custom wrap.
Okay,
Everyone.
what's
it sounds,
Liam
Am I
LeBroy's
saying
custom
it?
wrap?
It sounds disgusting, but you need to
I think
try it.
grapes.
No, it's the best. It's like, okay, let me look for it. Even Charisse has it. It's like, not that I'm like big time, but if I go somewhere, that's like my rider. I'm like, I need my salad sop wrap. I feel like I'm like Lady Gaga or something. Let me look for it. See? Okay, make your own wrap with the lettuce, double grapes.
double grapes.
It sounds disgusting, but it works. And I've eaten this for the last 2 years.
Wait, so did you just like make this up on your own, or
Yeah, well, I was looking at what was offered,
Mhm.
and those are the only things that I'd consider putting in, and luckily it worked. And I've been like manifesting. Not that Salad Top knows this, but I really want this wrap in stores.
like a Liam wrap?
Yeah. Because I know Nadine has her own wrap that she eats every day. And I'm like, maybe me and Nadine can do like
A
a
collab.
wrap. Okay, so double grapes.
Okay.
It
So
sounds
lettuce,
disgusting.
cabbage, double grapes.
Yeah, red onions, yellow raisins, cheddar
Yellow
cheese,
Cheddar-
garlic crumbs, oat breaded chicken, Japanese miso, cut in half. It sounds disgusting, but they're all like very neutral vibes that they all together become like a nice little thing.
Mhm.
And it's all like pretty healthy. Like the miso dressing would be, I feel like less calories and like
No, I think that's the lowest calorie.
no,
dressing
it's so
on
low
salad
because
top.
yellow raisins, no calories. That I can do without. Double grapes. I'm crazy. This is when I used to check 28 calories per cup. It's the lowest thing. The only thing is I splurge on the oat breaded chicken. The normal grilled chicken is okay lang. I tried the oat breaded chicken once. It changed my life. I started crying
much better.
in the middle of salad stop because the oat breaded chicken, like it's just worth the splurge.
Mhm.
But no, I've had all my friends try it, and that's all they order now.
Really.
Like you guys
Okay.
need to try my wrap.
After the podcast, we'll have to.
It's the
Try.
best thing ever. I shit you not. It sounds weird.
Yeah, I just can't imagine grapes, chicken, and red onion.
Yeah, the red onion, the garlic,
It's
just
all
add,
mixed up.
add flavor because everything's so chill. But the double grapes, it's like a little bit of sweet. It's sort of like the Hawaiian pizza of wraps.
Mhm.
Do you
No,
like
yeah,
it?
I'm definitely gonna try it out.
I'm gonna send it to you. I'm not joking.
Yeah,
Even
send me
Cora
the
likes
list.
it. Cora likes it. It's so good, guys.
Have you tried it?
No. I
He's
always
not gonna
see you
use his.
have it,
He's
though.
not gonna use his OMAD on
On
salad.
like salad stuff.
Like I get salad
Right.
stop. He'll get like he'll go to Lusso and get.
You'll
like,
probably have to get
Yeah.
like 4 wraps for your own man.
Guys, I'm not joking. And I was at the Zara event, and you know how like SSI they're all connected. I was like, they're like, why are you so skinny? It's like, salad stop. Like, can you guys tell the team? I don't know who's in charge. I want my wrap in stores. It's so fucking good. I'm not joking. But see, we go off tangent a lot,
Liam wrap.
right? But I've always, I don't know if you know this. How do you feel to be a gay icon? I don't know if you know this, but the gays are like obsessed with you. Do you know this?
Well, I guess in my comments a lot.
No, like I reposted the story. I got like 20 shares. I was like, who is sharing this story? Like, I don't think they care about like your fitness tips. But how does that feel? Like, at least your engagement goes up.
Yeah. No, yeah.
That sounds so bad. It's like you're gonna say, at least your engagement goes up.
No, like,
I mean, I'm happy to serve the community.
he's an
Leave him on the
ally.
spot.
He's an ally. Like, I was looking at it. No, because at least for me, I know like certain reels will do better than others. And I feel like, you know, when you post like a shirtless like thing, like your
It's
engagement's
gonna go
gonna
up.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's not Jim Bros like sharing it, you know?
Yeah. No, yeah. A lot of my comments recently have been like pretty interesting.
I'm sure you're gonna get
Do
a
you
lot
get
of work
thirst
for Pride.
comments?
Sorry.
Do you get like thirst comments?
I do.
How do you like react to that? Like, are you like, thank you guys?
Yeah, I know. Like, thank you. Heart.
No, at first I was like really like I didn't know how to react at all. But then eventually I was just cool, like heart, like. I was like,
No, honestly, it's nice to see people very supportive, especially since Pride's coming up.
Pride Month.
Well, we're gonna be gone, but like, it's nice to see that you're very supportive. But
Mm-hmm.
no, I even told, oh my god, he's gonna hate me. I told my boyfriend, I was like, yes, he's coming on the podcast. He's like, who's Zach Pena? He's like, no way. No, but it's, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, and
Mhm.
like whatever works, you gotta stick to it.
Right.
And I'm
right.
sure your numbers went up when you went to the beach.
They did. That's why I kept repeating some content.
No, but that, honestly, I need to do that. I keep telling Gabbie, like, if you just post, like, the funny reels that I do, always
It
blow
always
up.
goes
Like,
up.
people don't care about my fucking OOTDs. They want to, like, relate,
Yeah.
you know?
Because I enjoy doing the OOTDs or like,
No one cares.
but then
Vibey shit doesn't work anymore.
yeah, like once you see something that works, you just copy it like 5 times and post
Yeah.
it again. Honestly.
Well, thank you for serving the
You're welcome. More to come. More to come.
Right? What else can we talk about? What else do you want to talk about?
Mm, maybe things apart from fitness.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Gabby's
Okay,
gonna ask
so-
about like non-fitness
What?
stuff. Just ask about non-fitness stuff.
No, yeah. So I saw you at the Universe event. So like, what are some like fashion projects that you've been getting into lately?
Or how would
Have you like worked with Universe before?
No, I've never actually reviewed yours, but I would love to.
Ever? I don't know. In my head, I
Have
thought
you?
you were in an ad or something, like a Universe
Yeah,
campaign.
Well, let's put that out into the universe.
I know.
Oh, into the
Manifest.
universe! Oh my god, wait, I didn't think.
Universe is okay. Universe is
So-
so fun though. I really thought I saw you before in a campaign in my head.
In the universe campaign.
Yeah.
But like, how would you even describe like your personal style? Like, I think when you describe yourself as a fashion creator, I don't think unless you're really in the industry
Mhm.
and you start to see how a lot of people are doing it, you realize that there's so many different types. Like, how would you describe your style? Like, what is the type of content you want to
Yeah.
do? Like, what are your dream brands?
Mhm.
Because we've like manifested our dream brands. Like before, like when we're doing a Q&A, like for our socials, right, for the pod, we
Right.
sort of put our dream brands. And I think because of that, Gabbie and I have both sort of worked with all our brands that we put there.
Wow.
So this is a way of manifesting also.
What was your dream brand?
I said COS, I said Fendi, and I said,
I don't even remember what I put.
I don't know what my last one was. And even my scent was like Dior Beauty. So like I manifested that. So like, I don't know, like how would you describe your style? How do you see yourself like going into fashion more? Like, and
Mhm.
yeah, just like whatever you want to say, you can say.
Yeah, I guess I take a lot of inspiration from this book called Take Ivy. I don't know if you guys.
What's that?
I don't
I've never
read.
heard.
It's basically a guide for how people in the Ivy League schools before would dress up. So really,
Really?
more
I
like-
love that you're not just on Instagram. Wait, no, that's actually so cool. Well, I see that you're very preppy. You know, you like you
Yeah.
definitely have a certain like aesthetic and style that you sort of follow.
yeah.
Like, how would you describe that? Like, what did you get out of the book?
No, yeah, it's definitely a lot of classy, preppy, timeless types of looks. I guess a brand where I could take a lot of inspiration from would be like Polo or
Ina, get him now. They had an event like a month
I
or
think
so
I saw.
ago.
yeah, Ralph or like Laura Piana. But then I guess not exactly classy because sometimes I'd play around with it. So I'd like my base would be like still classy, still preppy, but sometimes I'd wear like baggy jeans, you know.
No, I
To
think
still make it a bit modern.
I always felt like I had to like stick to one aesthetic. And now like I feel like every day is a new like journey of mine, you know? And it's nice to have like a base. But I think especially like now that you're getting invited to more events and even sometimes like I feel like Gabbie and I will do like brands that maybe we've never heard of.
Mhm.
But it's nice to sort of style in the pieces that the brand gives with your own things.
Mhm.
Because I feel like there's always a way to make it more you.
Right.
You know,
right,
and I think
right.
it's nice that you have like a certain aesthetic, but I love like discovering new brands, and I think that's why it's so fun being in the industry because you learn that there's so much more out there. You know,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, there was this brand recently, Rich Boys. I think they had an event in
I know they went to
Boracay.
Boracay, and I messaged that. I was like, "Why am I feeling FOMO? Like, I know it's off-brand. Like, it looks so fun,
Yeah,
you know."
yeah.
And I was like, I would have gone. But have you worked with Rich? Have you? Did you model for them?
No, I didn't.
But honestly, I'm trying to learn about more local
Brands.
Like I was always not anti-local, but I was always like, yeah, I just want to wear like the things that I know.
Mm.
But we do have a lot of cool brands that I'm
Yeah, a
like,
lot of up
unaware
and
of.
coming good brands also.
What are some brands that you've sort of like you buy from, or brands that you want to work with?
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like Gabbie and I are always looking for new like
Yeah.
Local brands.
yeah.
No, there's well, what I really like is Tagbit.
Oh my gosh, I love Gabbie.
Yeah, and no, it's super cool because I think I was one of his first models. Like
No way.
this was like 5 years ago
Yeah.
where we had a shoot. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. Why not? And then to see it now in like New York
Yeah, he
Fashion
just
Week,
showed
You know
in New
what's so
York.
funny?
It's
I went to his
crazy.
first show in New York Fashion Week. I had no idea who he was, and I was doing a video for preview, and because I didn't know who he was, I just like did it. I just added my friends as brands, and then I met him like shortly after. It's like fuck, I would have added you to like the preview thing if I
Yeah.
knew. But his new, you just did a shoot, right?
Yeah.
with the
I shot his New York Fashion Week collection
yeah.
like a few months ago.
Mhm.
It was
It's a
so
really- it's
much
so cool.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love. No, I'm really like slowly getting into local brands.
Mhm. Have you heard of Palenque?
Yes. I have a
Yes.
shirt from them.
Yeah.
The
Tying, the wavy.
They,
and then
they
you
don't
tie it
have
up.
much for guys. I don't think they have
Yeah,
anything for guys.
they have a
yet.
lot
like
of
a
women's
shirt
shoes, and
but their
something.
bags are pretty cool.
I know, like I'm slowly a bag person.
Have you
but
seen
it's-
this bag that's like the chopsticks with like
Wait,
the
Yeah,
I
I've
said,
seen
did you
it.
see that TikTok?
what?
Someone like posted it on TikTok and I saved it, but apparently it's super hard to get because
It is no, because I know which TikTok you're talking about, the one about like local bags and stuff. I follow that girl, and then when I looked, because I saw someone using it in real life, and then when she posted on TikTok, I was like, I want to check it out.
Yeah.
It's all sold out, and then they posted something like, "Oh, we're trying to restock maybe in June."
Yeah.
June.
No, I saw one recently in Makati actually.
Really?
It's color white. And they said like
Oh my gosh,
they,
going
they
there.
Harder to get than a Birkin.
they never reproduce
The same
same-
one.
I spoke to them. Yeah, they never reproduce the same one because the fabric comes from like
Vintage kimonos.
The grandfather.
Yeah, something like that. They use like vintage kimonos. It's
Wait,
like upcycled.
I want one for Fashion Week.
yeah,
It's not
I
gonna
want one for
happen.
my birthday, like to wear on my birthday.
yeah.
If you're listening to this, let us know. But you know, it's nice that like honestly, as a straight man, I think like a lot of straight men are sort of scared to play around with fashion. Even just to be like, oh yeah, like these bags. I love that you're giving the gays what they want, you know. But it's nice that you're able to play around, and
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it shows in your content, you know.
Yeah.
Like I used to be so scared to like just post like whatever, like, and it's nice that you're just like wala lang. Like I'll post whatever. Like
yeah.
if this works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't
It
work.
doesn't
You
work.
know.
No, yeah. At first, I was definitely conscious because, like, obviously, you don't know what people are gonna say. You might think, oh, someone might say this or judge you about it. But eventually, it's like as long as you know what you're doing is right. Then,
Yeah.
And
Have
it's
you
like-
ever gotten hate? Like hate comments,
We loved.
like me and story replies.
hate comments. I actually don't think so.
Wow,
God,
oh my gosh, lucky.
you're on like the good side of TikTok.
No, because you can. Honestly, if you're more on IG, if you're like less likely to get like hate on Instagram,
one-
honestly, it's because TikTok. There's so many people that like their accounts are literally just for viewing.
Yeah.
Like you don't know who they are.
Yeah.
Like it's not like a personal like name, picture.
Mhm.
But I
account,
love
so they
that you
can
don't
feel
get
like
hate.
They can hate.
But that is actually one thing I'm exploring now on TikTok. Because in
Really?
Instagram, I think I'd say I'm doing well. But it's really difficult for me to
Really?
yeah. On TikTok.
I feel like for
What's
me,
like
like
the
if I blow up
secret?
on TikTok, I really like blow up on TikTok more than IG. Like I haven't had like a major explosion in Instagram. I don't know how to. I don't know really. Like
I feel like on
either.
Instagram, no one wants to follow people.
Yeah.
Like I get a bunch of follows every day, and they're always like, accounts that are like private that like someone has made.
Yeah.
Like an account just to view people's.
Yeah.
Like no one wants to follow you because they don't want to admit that they follow you on Instagram.
Yeah.
Because on TikTok, I don't have any followers. I don't.
But also, like,
Do
people
TikTok.
can't see exactly who you're following on TikTok. That's another thing. So they're like not shy about it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like,
Oh, no,
like,
yeah.
whatever, I can follow anyone I want.
Oh, because you can hide it.
And then no one's gonna see it.
Like
Everyone's hiding their follows on TikTok. Most people are.
I didn't even know you could do that. But my followers on
Really?
TikTok is
Are you
it's
not
definitely
hiding it?
not chic. Like I definitely
Followers?
I have to do that. No, following.
Oh,
It's definitely
following.
not chic. Like
Is
I
it like
definitely need to hide-
funny or something?
It's all like the cute.
But the thing is, like, you also don't need to follow a lot of people on TikTok because like
Mm-hmm.
the algorithm will just feed you
It'll just show
content,
you.
even
That's
if you're not
true.
following people.
But do you have any strategy? Because I do see your reels a lot, and they're gaining reels, TikToks. Like you're definitely gaining traction. Like what? Do you have a strategy to it? Like what are you doing, and why is it working? Asking for a friend, because some reels like do terribly, and then some do really well. But I feel like you have a good like
Mhm.
consistent like reach. You know.
You definitely have. Like I watched maybe hundreds of hours of videos on YouTube actually on how to build your personal brand.
God. Wait, you're so legit now. You're reading, watching YouTube.
Yeah, because I feel like if I'm gonna do something, might as well like learn about it.
Yeah.
That's
Huh.
just me. So yeah, a lot of them say,
Send me
like,
those videos.
you really have to establish like what is your persona, like what are your values, what's your purpose, like what's that message
Like
you
a
want.
mission and vision.
Exactly. You know,
my
yeah.
like my
When I
persona
was
changes every day depending on like what my mood
yeah,
is.
like your core values change.
Yeah. Like
No, that was me before. I
Yeah.
was like, you know what? A lot of these influencers just post whatever. But then if you look at the root core of their messaging, it's all
All this-
aligned.
yeah.
That's why people follow them because it's all somewhat related.
Yeah.
So
So
it's
they know this is what
definitely-
they're gonna get when they're following you.
Mond actually told me
Yeah.
to do
That's
that.
the
He's like,
vibe.
stop just posting vibes. Like that's not working. You can't just vibe. Because I'd be like, oh, I don't want to post this. He's like, just fucking post it now. And then that reel would do well, you know? So it's
Yeah.
nice that you sort of are more strategic about it because that's at least a goal for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Gabbie, he even brought it up last week. He's like, okay, I think I need to start posting more again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You really have to like,
For a reason.
you're going to tell him.
What's the reason?
Oh my gosh, no, because you got hated on TikTok for like wait, I realized it was so long ago. That was last year. I should get over it.
He's not over it.
No,
Wait, can I just say?
can I just
I
say,
think I've been
like-
following you since like 2021.
That was like
think.
my early era.
like
Where he was, like,
your
constantly-
background would be like your closet.
yeah.
You should get
No,
back
I just
into that.
remember.
more.
I just remember the content.
No, I've been slowly getting back into it. Like I'm like talking again on TikTok. No, but because last year, around like before Halloween, I still remember like the exact time frame. Like
It's so
we had a
traumatizing.
podcast episode and then we were talking about like I don't know how it got to that topic, but then I was just talking about how like I was like against like fake not even against, I just literally said like
You know, we just
What
talked
if
about
you
this on
rap?
our last episode. Like, we're
Uh-huh.
obviously not over it.
Wait, which one?
I was just
This
like,
topic.
oh, I'd rather like buy, or I would like prefer like, you know, like buy from like a local brand rather than buy like a fake
Mm-hmm.
international designer design bag. And then
Right.
like the snippet was on TikTok and then people just got mad about it.
And he's never gotten over it.
Yeah. That was,
Was
my
that
first,
the hate? Was the first
Yeah.
hate comment you got?
Well,
not
my
my first hate, but the other hate, because it's just like really,
one off.
or it's like usually like very shallow, like you're annoying, your voice, or
Yeah.
like oh I don't like this outfit, and then
They
it's
were, like,
I
digging
can get
deep.
over that, and they were just like being really mean, as in they were really like judging.
Mhm.
Like no, actually I think the difference in that hate comment is I felt so misunderstood. Like it was so far from the intention. Because like if you tell me you don't like my outfit, I'm like, well okay, that really is my outfit, and if you don't like it, then you don't like it. But then they were like putting words in my mouth, and like literally, like we're just. Like they were literally like misunderstanding. So
I'm like,
bad.
watch the fucking episode.
So I was
I'm like,
like,
our views didn't even go up.
whoa.
Like, you could- our numbers.
They didn't listen. They didn't watch. The
They didn't watch it.
episode.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, like, people follow the account, right?
Yeah, no, we
People
gained,
follow.
like-
that was actually crazy.
No, it was like late at night, and I was like, oh, it's at like the video was at 20,000, and I kept refreshing, and it just kept like going up
It
and
kept
up
going
and up,
up.
and it's like, okay, I'm gonna sleep on it. And then we woke up, and it was like, ah.
Yeah, it literally went on. Honestly, I think it went on the wrong side of TikTok. Because I think if my followers saw that, like they understood where it was coming from.
But you know what? Like, I feel like your content's like very safe, which that's good. You know, like with the type of branding that you have, I feel like you're doing the right thing, and it's nice that you have like a strategy to it. You know, because that's something I'm really, really trying to get into more this year. Like, I'm trying to post more reels. Like, I'm trying to. Like, you know how, like, people want short reels, people don't want vibey shit, you need a trending audio, like, all these things are so important, you know? How do you ever feel, like, bad when, like, a reel doesn't do well? Or, like, a post that you put in so much effort into, like, just, like, doesn't perform? Or do you try to not let the numbers get to you?
Yeah, for me, I really see content as like a numbers game. So like you just keep putting as much out there. And
I'm
then
gonna
once
do a
you
reel
see-
when I get
And then once you see what works, you can like literally copy that for like your next 3-4 videos, and it's all going to do well.
I know, I need to do that.
Yeah.
Gabbie, let's start again.
But for TikTok, again, I still don't like. I feel like one thing I really need to improve on is like I guess my personality, because people really want to see like more talking.
People love the talking there. Like I already know,
On
like
TikTok.
that's only gonna do well if I talk. So like sometimes if I post a video that is just like not much talking, I was like, this is not gonna do well, and it really does not. But
Like-
then sometimes I get so like.
I get
it's
so
exhausting.
conscious. Also, like, people talk about how much they hate my voice, and so I'm like, I don't annoy people. But I did like a talking get ready. First of all, it's so much harder to talk, especially if it's not a voiceover. Like, I did something for H&M where I talked once, like, a get ready with me, and everyone's like, we love this, and I'm like, but it's so hassle to film. It's like so scary.
It's actually a skill because you kind of have to talk fast also.
Gabbie has that skill.
Talk
Yeah, I
fast.
feel
You're
like
very eloquent.
And your voice is also very like distinguishable, which is good.
Distinguishable voice.
No, you're good at that. I need to learn how to do that. And I don't know, one thing I started to learn was that, you know, like you might have doubts, just post it. Like people
That's
will
true.
judge you for like wanting to do content,
Yeah.
pushing things out, but if you're successful at it, people shut up.
Yeah, I think you need to get to a place
Yeah.
where you're not conscious because you're always gonna be like, maybe I shouldn't post this, and then you're never gonna post anything.
And those are always the reels that fucking do well.
yeah,
Exactly.
You know, the ones that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm so confident, horrible. And then when I do something like stupid, it always fucking does well.
It ends up doing.
And you just want to make sure that you're consistent. Like, you might try out different formats, you might try out different vibes, but as long as it's consistently you,
Yeah.
I think that's all that matters. Like,
Yeah.
you never want to put on like a persona
Mm-hmm.
that is hard to sort of replicate,
Yeah.
you know? Look
That's
at
not
us
you.
getting like knowledgeable. See, all the like knowledge is like coming out. But I need to watch YouTube videos because I'm really trying to like,
Learn about
Focus
it. I'll
more.
send you some.
yeah, I
Ooh.
think especially as like Fashion Week's coming up, like where I'm really trying to like, okay, like you need to post, like
Mhm.
don't be mysterious, like you try to
Oh
post
my
as
god, I feel
much.
like I'm not mysterious in Fashion Week. But then I just want to post more also, even in Fashion Week. But then it just gets so hectic when you're there.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm there, I'm not mysterious at all. I'm like talking, like
How-
my content.
How did Fashion Week come about? Did you guys get invited?
You need to watch episode
Oh my gosh, yeah. So we did like an episode on this.
twice.
So, like I
Like
feel
3
like people
times.
they'll have different ways of sort of
Yeah.
like how it comes about for them. So for
Mhm.
me, it's just through like I don't know. So I work with like some luxury brands already, and then sometimes like we'll just randomly talk about it. But then I wouldn't think like it's super serious.
Mm-hmm.
But then like the first one really for me was like so Hermes is like one of my favorite brands. Like I am like a customer and everything, and I've worked with their beauty because their PR is the same for fashion and beauty. So we've done beauty collaborations before. And then yeah, so the PR she was just like, yeah, do you ever have plans to be in Paris? Because if you are like around this time, like we'd love to have you in the men's show. So then I said, wait, like seriously, like for real?
Yeah.
So when she said that, then of course I was like, okay, I'll plan a whole trip around it. And then like you sort of like I just mentioned it to the other people also like, yeah, I'm gonna be there. And then they ended up like, if they have like seats, they'll be like, yeah, we'd love to have you if we have seats. And then we ended up working with L'Officiel. So it just all sort of happened that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then now
That's
it's
super
like,
cool.
well, it's gonna be my 3rd season in June.
in Fashion
yeah.
Week.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. And I'm glad that like we're all going. Like we always have like a recap after.
Mhm.
But like for New York, he was the one asking me, and for Paris, I was asking him, and now we can just recap as a whole. So it's gonna be fun. I'm excited to eat my Chipotle. The
Yeah.
Chipotle in Paris. That's
Oh,
always
really?
my first meal. And we're just gonna fuck shit up in a
That's
demure way.
super fun.
So I'm really excited. But do you plan on doing anything like Fashion Week related? Like I know
Mhm.
you mentioned Lawrence in New York. Like I feel like that's such a good way of
Yeah,
like
that's so fun.
Yeah, he's actually been telling me to fix my visa, so I've been slowly working on it.
wait, let's go in
I
September.
actually hate visas.
We can in States, in New York.
Visa's the worst thing ever. It's so annoying. Like you don't
I
have
don't
to
need-
go through it.
I don't need a
really
visa.
hassy.
It's just
Yeah.
a plane ticket to New York is so fucking expensive.
Oh yeah,
It's
I think
like-
it's about 100
No,
now.
more. It's like double of Paris and Milan.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't want to spend that much just for one like show.
yeah.
But you should try. You know, like I know Paris Week is Fashion Week is very expensive, so you really, really need to love it. You know,
Mhm.
like you're not benefiting out of it, but if you truly love watching shows and like connecting with people, then it's a really fun opportunity.
Yeah, I think Lawrence brought Siobhan to New York.
Yeah, as a
Yeah.
model.
I
Yeah.
think you don't get anything directly out of it, but then
Vibes lang.
yeah, you don't get anything direct out of it. Like you don't get money, but
Exposure.
to be honest, like after I feel like you like more brands wanted to work with you, or like you become more top of mind. It sort of has this like sense of legitimacy.
And it's like a
after.
premium.
Yeah.
In a
Yeah.
way, like
I mean, it sets you apart. Like it's like a USP for an influencer.
Yeah,
In a way.
yeah.
like when I came back from New York, then we did like Bulgari, Hermes, and Cartier all at once. And there's no way I feel like Bulgari would have invited me
Yeah,
because I'd never worked with them before or like been to their events.
but because you went.
So I feel like it's a good way. But you know what? You're still young. You have so much time. Like, dude, when you feel like you're ready,
Mm-hmm.
and like, luckily, you have a lot more time. You
Yeah.
can forget that you're only like 23, and we're all like,
Yeah.
Gabbie and I are seasoned.
Seasoned.
We're 27. Well, also like, our prime could have been like during the pandemic. You know,
Yeah.
like we wasted time because like we couldn't do anything for the
Mhm.
last like how long?
I know, but I also only started during the pandemic, like 2021. I would never post like my IG. I think if you scroll like my
You know, he's
pre-pandemic
never
Instagram, I
deleted
barely
like
post.
even
The old post.
when I started being like an influencer.
Oh my god, when you scroll, yeah, you can see my really old.
I like
pictures.
deleted everything because like my outfits weren't like it wasn't a vibe.
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah.
Now I don't archive. I used to be like a
I'm like okay with my old outfits. Like some of them I wouldn't wear anymore, but for the like at the time I feel like I liked it,
Mhm.
so it's
It
okay.
was okay.
right.
Yeah.
Should we play a game? Maybe the last question. We always play a game at the end.
Let's
like,
do it.
How would you like describe yourself? Like, what do you see yourself doing in a year? Like, aside from fitness, like, what are your goals? What are like, how else would you like sort of describe yourself? Because I feel like you're a multifaceted person.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What else? Who is Zach Pena? And how? Yeah, like, what do people don't know about you? Is there anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I guess outside of the fitness space, one thing's for certain is that I am working with Lawrence with a bunch of potential projects, like in
Wait,
the
that's amazing.
in the modeling scene. So whether it may be fashion, runway, maybe more commercials, maybe showbiz. I don't know. I don't know.
You should do showbiz. I feel like we're not showbiz people. You know?
Yeah.
But I feel like
Yeah, if you can.
you
for
can.
it.
Like it's definitely more
It's up
money.
there,
You
it's
know,
up there.
it's more money.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad that you found someone that can help strategize. You know, because
Yeah.
I think before I was working with Charisse, I didn't have any sort of like plan. I was just going day by day, and it's nice that like we see a fellow like content creator sort of planning things out. It shows that like it's not as easy as it looks. You know,
Yeah.
everything has
That's true.
like a strategy to it. It's not just
Mhm.
like, oh, you're
Just
posting,
post.
So it's
Yeah.
nice to see that you're planning things out. And I think showbiz could be
Maybe I
Yeah.
don't know, or maybe
BBB?
just.
Oh my God.
BBB.
have we mentioned this before? I'm actually obsessed with BBB.
No, it's actually very interesting.
It's
to
very
watch.
interesting. Wait, who got
Evicted?
not evicted but on the chopping? It's fuck, I just
actually
saw it. Who was it? Who might be voted out? It's Bianca, who I love. She's the sweetest.
Who do you think is gonna win?
Esneer
Esneer.
I feel like Esneer should win.
or like River. It's like 4,
I
right?
think it's Esneer or River.
Esneer, River. I'm not gonna say
Wow.
something. I'm not gonna say.
Why are we having? This is so funny that you're putting out your guesses for the big 4. Liam, this
Who
is so
else?
random.
Okay, we can move on. Let's play a game.
Okay, let's play a game.
See, we really just.
Game is like my favorite part of an
No,
episode.
Is it like a fast talk?
It's fast talks
What
with.
would decide?
So it's like fast talks, and then we explain for 10 minutes because we can't stop yapping.
Okay, let's do it.
We always say we're not gonna like super chit chat, and then it becomes a whole like conversation.
So the game is live it or live it. And I'm just
What? Live it or
Wait,
what?
what is it?
Live it or lift it?
Oh, lift it or live it. Okay, I was
Lift
like,
it? What's lift versus live?
so I'm just going to mention some fitness related stuff and you're gonna say live it if you agree and live it
Oh, it's
if
lift it or
not.
leave it. Okay, I get it now. So if you're into it, it's lift it. If you're not, it's leave it. Okay,
leave
got it.
Okay, it's
So lift is yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Leave is no.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
cats.
Okay. So no pain, no gain mentality. Live it or live it.
Lifted.
I think I'm a lift it also.
Really? I thought you'd be a leave it.
What? No pain. Not exactly that it's pain, but it's more of like you need to
You need to
put in the
experience some
work.
sort of
Yeah.
Yeah.
pain.
There's like
to
challenges and
grow.
stuff.
Yeah,
I agree.
100%.
How do I explain? No, I agree. I think that a big reason why we started this podcast was to sort of show behind the scenes of our lives, random people, our friends and stuff. And I think nowadays everyone sort of acts like everything's okay. And I don't always believe in having to explain that, especially on Instagram. Maybe Instagram, TikTok isn't that platform, but I don't think any person's life is that easy, you know?
Yeah.
And so sometimes you have to gamble and do things that you don't necessarily want to do. But
100%.
like my diet, like I honestly just want to fucking eat my cookies all day, every day. But like life is hard.
Yeah, what I tell my clients is that if you want to make a big change in your lifestyle, then there definitely needs to be a big change with your habits.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
I-
you can't be expecting to do the same thing.
And things will change.
And
yeah.
things will change.
I always say that I think, especially when it comes to fitness, I feel like if you're getting into fitness, getting into a healthier lifestyle, I think it actually like affects your other aspects of life.
Yeah.
You know, like when I'm eating healthy and stuff, then I'm like, okay, like maybe I should like organize my room. Maybe I should like recycle. I don't fucking know.
No, yeah, 100%.
Next question.
Tracking every calorie you eat.
Leave it.
Leave it.
Never.
I would say it depends. So if you're someone who really needs a big change with like, I guess their
Do you think we need a big change?
no, you guys seem fine. Yeah. But if you're someone who really needs to like lose a lot of weight, for
Yeah.
example, you definitely need to track. Maybe for like the first 3 to 4 months, and then once you get at a certain appearance wherein you're happy,
Like a maintenance, right?
Yeah.
That's
Like just
that's what a
maintenance.
healthy
Maintenance.
that's what healthy people use. That's like a healthy person term.
Term,
Maintenance.
maintenance,
And like plateau. They're like
once you want something more sustainable, then definitely no. Like I don't count my calories.
I don't as well. I used to, and again, it works for certain people. I don't do that anymore.
Maybe like
But
it's
I,
not good long term. Like that you're like
Yeah.
always
Mhm.
counting.
I go off of vibes. So like, if I'm gonna have like, if I really work out in the morning, then I'll have like some carbs. Like I
Mhm.
don't believe carbs are like bad for you. But then in the evening, I won't have like a bunch of carbs again. I sort of just like
Balance.
balance everything out. You know, life
Mhm.
is all about balance. Like
Exactly.
Yay.
Celebrating a good workout with good food.
I say, leave it.
I don't good workout, so
NA, not applicable.
But I would say if I do work out, I don't think I would do that. I feel like I would be like canceling out my good workout if I'm suddenly like eating so
Oh my
much
god.
like that.
So I do this. I do the Rockwell Run Club once in a while,
Mhm.
and then we all go to like Pancake House after, and I'll eat
Have
like
you done Rockwell Run Club recently? Today, no.
no,
They just started a Common Man collaboration.
no way.
It's a special menu.
Wait,
My friend just posted. 'Cause my friend's doing the PR
wait,
for
it's
Common Man.
closer.
It looks amazing, Liam. You should. That
Can
I
will
would-
you
I
come?
support you.
Can you
You know what I
come?
asked her? I asked her.
Can you just eat it?
Can non-runners avail of the special menu?
No, so we'll go to Pancake House, and I'll get the Salisbury steak and rice.
Right,
At
I
least, okay,
love
that's my
Pancake
carb for the day.
House.
Mhm.
Protein. These bitches will get like the pancakes and the stuff, and I'm like,
And the syrup and the butter.
in the syrup, and I'm like, I always believe in treating yourself, but I don't
Yeah.
think like every
To
time
that
you work out.
yes.
Yeah.
Because then you're just canceling it out, you know?
Okay.
No, you're
Like,
actually
once in a
doing
while-
more harm than good.
Yeah. Because then you think, and then especially, I find that when I run, okay, I think you can do photos.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, she's so committed to the content. I feel like when I run, I end up getting more hungry
Mhm.
because I'm a walker. I don't believe in running. I'm more of a like,
I agree. I agree.
oh my God, thank you. Like, I believe, first of all, I was limping here, Kanina. So, like, I'm not the best with my joints, but I feel like it makes you more hungry and you can just walk. It's better for your joints, your knees.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm like once in a while is good.
Yeah.
But, oh my God, I crave these cookies every day. You have to, they're called
What cookies are
I haven't had them.
the kind cookie.
You know, one time I wanted to have
Sasode.
it.
It's on my street. Oh my God, I had
They close early or something.
on Grab it's at 6. There it's at 8.
Oh, I thought they were closed at 6 already. I
No,
was
but they
like
close
in-
on
near
Sundays. It's
Makati.
like Chick-fil-A. It's like you're craving on a Sunday. It's like no one wants to eat a cookie on a Monday. Like that's like, okay, I'm starting the week off strong, blah, blah, whatever. They're open, and on Sundays, I even told them, it's like, what the fuck? Like, why are you guys closed on Sundays? They're like, oh, we need a break. I'm like, you can have a break on a Monday.
That's
Like
true.
imagine like the Gatsby Market. Ooh, let's go get a cookie.
Yeah.
Like, you know those salsetta girlies with the flowers? Of course. No, it's okay. Of course they want the cookies, and they're closed on a Sunday. But they're so good.
No, actually.
The OG chocolate chip. Amazing. Like, that's my... Okay, I had 3 on Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, I had 2. My boyfriend didn't want to finish it, so obviously I wasn't going to, like, waste. Because, like, I'm all about, like,
Sustainability.
sustainability. So then I had, like, a second one.
No waste.
And then I had a third. The OG chocolate chip, the birthday cake
Is
is
that
good.
the best one? Oh,
Yeah, I order off of Grab, and I feel like they give you the not so the. This is the third time I'm talking about this on the podcast. Like I'm obsessed. If you go in person, parking, they give you the fresh ones.
Ooh,
They're baked every day, but if you
No, I
order off
wanna
of
go.
Grab, they're not as good. But once last week, I ordered off of Grab, and it was just oh my God! Like I started crying. It
Was
was.
that
I
good?
might get one later because I haven't eaten today. Like I wanted to cry. It was so good. So you should everyone try the kind cookie.
Sponsor the
Oh my
podcast.
God, I need to get
Let's
sponsored.
do
like
one there.
I'm excited to see you
So
guys have
small.
like sponsorships here and like.
I told Pizza Hut to sponsor us. I'm waiting for them because I talked about Pizza Hut. Okay, super random, but I believe that when I'm getting sick, I feel like, or like sometimes I think it's called like a refuel day. Sometimes, especially if you're eating healthy, you really just need to eat something bad to sort of like you need calories. And I always get Pizza Hut, like the stuffed crust.
That you go to.
Yeah, haven't done that in a while because it's a little too
Pizza
intense.
Hut's not going to want to sponsor us because we've also talked about Shakey's. We're not consistent.
I like them all, but like if you guys pay us, I'll like stick to one. Okay, wait, let's move. See, do you see how this goes on for so long?
Yeah.
I don't think Zach has answered.
Oh.
Which one was this?
How about that?
What's the question? Zach hasn't answered.
Celebrating a good workout.
Oh, yeah.
with good food.
Oh yeah, for me, leave it. Just because, again, like you can't outwork a bad diet.
Wait,
Yeah.
that needs to be your bio. Like that's a good like. I've never heard that before. I'm gonna
Yeah.
use that.
Yeah, you can't outwork a bad diet. Like if you run, maybe you lose like 300 calories at the most, maybe 400.
Wait, don't tell me. So all the walks I do every morning are really not doing much.
no, walking is good. Walking is
Yeah.
really good. And then yeah, your good food meal is like what 500, 800 calories. So it's like you erased all the work that you did.
But you know, sometimes like even a healthy meal can be high in calories.
Yeah.
My friend
That's
Shelly,
true.
she'll get salad stop, and she puts 2 sauces like ranch and something else, and then
Yeah,
she'll get
the
extra
dressing.
ranch. I'm like, let's just go get like
It becomes like a
pizza at this
Yeah.
point. You know, it's not the best. So I totally,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
This wealth.
Last one is buying and taking supplements to lose weight.
Ooh, like, is that like an Ozempic? Like,
So is Ozempic. Well, I would never do Ozempic because it gives you.
I also heard
No
it's
side
like
effects.
it's like it's bad for your muscles and bones.
It fucks with your face.
Oh really?
I also lose weight in my face. So I hate my titas who always be like, "Oh, you're so skinny," and I'm like, I just lose weight in my face easily.
Mhm.
But I'm like, I'm still fucking fat. Like that's not. I'm just hiding it in with my hoodie, but I
Yeah.
just lose weight. So I feel like with Ozempic, I'd be like, dead.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd also say leave it just because I'm a big advocate for like real food
Yeah,
and like
Real
nothing-
food, guys.
a proper diet
Yeah.
and like
yeah.
a good workout.
Like, what's your
routine.
normal? Do you like? Because I started to just eat the same shit every day.
No, yeah.
Do you sort of
same.
eat similar foods, or do you like? How do you like balance that out more? Like, do you just eat at home? Because for me, I'll just like go home and eat
Yeah.
my food.
Home cooked meals are definitely the best because once you're outside, and then maybe you just have like a burger or sweets,
Now I
right?
want-
the cravings are
Yeah.
cravings are really gonna
Yeah.
spike and the calories are gonna add up. So I really stick to the same meals. All my friends know this. I have my first meal at about like 11 a.m. I think it's about 4 eggs and tuna.
4 eggs?
4 to 5 eggs and tuna.
I'll sometimes for breakfast I'll have like 6 scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
Just all day.
So a pro tip is to really start the day with a lot of protein, not carbs.
I
Ooh,
find that like when I'm at shoots, it's always like a McDonald's breakfast, and I
Yeah.
can't say no to the hot cakes. But I find that if I have sugar in the morning, I'm like constantly fucking hungry the whole day because it's like your body's
Because
not-
your craving spike, your
I go
insulin
crazy.
spikes.
Really?
But those hot
Yeah.
cakes, I cannot like. Have you tried them?
I've had them like long ago. Like,
Oh
Yeah,
my
long
god!
ago.
No,
like,
they,
long ago. I've had them
they are
McDonald's
like
breakfast and so
on a different level of like. They're iconic. So good. Like you don't even need the butter. Like I just.
You can eat it alone.
And then obviously then you're gonna get a hash brown, and then the sausage with muffin, and then in an hour you're hungry because it's all like bad.
It's
food.
all
Yeah.
sugar. Yeah, exactly.
Now I'm like getting hungry. But that makes sense. Like I honestly just eat chicken and vegetables at home, or I have like these beef patties with rice. Then people think I'm disgusting for this, but I love the Chobani protein yogurt because I used to have like the strawberry yogurt, but not the protein version, and
Yeah.
then I was getting hungry. Oh, I have a question. What do you think about like fruit? Because I feel
Fruit.
like people, especially in the Philippines, everyone's like scared of fruit because they're like sugar,
Sugar.
but it's natural, right? Or am
No, I love fruits.
Okay.
Like I eat it almost every day. Nikki, my girlfriend knows this. Like literally for
I? He
my
finally mentioned you're like gay. I like he has a girlfriend, guys. Like don't get.
what do you call this? Her whole family, whenever it's my birthday, I think it's the 3rd birthday in a row, and even Nikki herself, she literally gets me a basket of fruits for my birthday. Or like she
Smart.
wouldn't get me a cake, she'd get me like a fruit
like a fruit cake.
cake. Yeah.
It's so funny because isn't that like a slur? Like you're a fruitcake. And he's like eating the fruitcake. No, I actually told my boyfriend this like 2 days ago. I was like, I want my cake to be a cookie cake.
A cookie cake.
They used
No.
to have them like Mrs. Fields.
No, I
like,
want
a
the
Yeah.
one from fucking Kind Cookie. But
They
they don't
have
have
one.
cookie cakes. So I want them to just build like
A big.
cake out
Oh
of
my
the
god.
cookie. I'm not dieting on my birthday, guys. But no, I love fruit, and I think that's a misconception. You
Mhm.
know, and I think I think maybe especially in the Philippines, we have a warped perception of like what healthy is.
Mhm.
You know, like people be like, "Oh, I'll just eat salads," but then they'll like put a bunch of like unhealthy dressing in it, or like
Exactly.
the toppings are not the most healthy. That's why I think my wrap is like good because it tastes good,
Mhm.
and it's like all the toppings are like low in calories. You know?
Right. And fruits are a good way to curb your sweet cravings, your sweet tooth.
Like I always say, like before I get hungry, I eat something already. Because I feel like if you starve yourself, then you crave for something bad. Like
You're
now,
gonna end up binging.
because I haven't eaten, and like I worked out this morning, I now want to eat like everything. I want a cookie. I want Shake Shack. I want my Pizza Hut. See, I want my Pizza Hut. I want everything because I haven't eaten. So it's always good to eat before you get that craving.
Exactly.
Also, like
I agree.
McDonald's chicken nuggets. It's good. I'm so hungry. But yeah, I think that's the end of the game.
Yay!
Yay. So now we sort of just wrap up like
Mm-hmm.
all the nonsense that we talked about. So the floor is yours. Like if you want to say any last words, if you want to like
Parting words.
words to our very like knowledgeable
Words of advice.
Words of
thing, or
Wisdom.
like if there's something that we missed, there's something that you want to talk about that you feel like, oh, we didn't talk about because we got distracted. A PSA, anything, any upcoming projects that you wanna just like freeball it.
No, yeah. First of all, I'd like to thank, Liam and Gabby for having me on the
Yay.
podcast.
No one has coming
ever thanked us
on.
on the podcast.
Like,
I
no,
feel-
they say like in the beginning, thanks for having me. Like
it
that.
always feels like they're being forced to be
No.
on it. You were the easiest person to like deal with. Like sometimes, well, we're also not the easiest. Like we've canceled on guests. a few times.
You've got
we
it
have
on
not.
No, once we've rescheduled, so we really can't like. I don't care if like my favorite brand is like, do you want to do this campaign? Like, I really cannot move that date
Yeah.
anymore.
Right.
And like, it wouldn't be like, yeah. But sorry, continue. I'm gonna.
No, yeah. Thank you for having me on the podcast. I had a great time. Yeah. If there's one thing that I want to mention,
We can cut out your like while you wait to figure out what you want to say.
no, we actually didn't speak about it, but I do have an event on. I have an event on May 17. So for those of you who don't know,
What
I
is
also
it?
have a food business. So it's called Takao.
Wait, I've tried
What?
this. It is
What
at
is
the Good Gang
this?
thing,
Yeah.
and they said you were
Wait,
part
what
of it,
is
but
it?
I think
Yeah.
you had like
another event.
Another
that day.
event that day.
Yeah. So that's where I was. No, it's tacos basically.
OMG,
So it's
I
called
love
Takao.
wait, they're really good.
We're literally shooting
you
on
try it.
Cinco de
Yeah, try
Mayo
that.
today.
Oh my
Yeah.
Like, we're
god!
literally shooting on Cinco de Mayo.
And we wanted to have an event, but it was too short.
Wait, where's this happening?
So it's called a takeover. So we're doing it in Beef Bar in Molito.
Oh
if
my
you've been.
God.
Ooh.
So we're sort of like setting up for the whole day.
Wait, that
That
sounds so
sounds
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're doing like a whole concept behind it. So it's like a team beef versus team pork concept. We're having like collab taco. It's a ribeye taco.
Wait.
So that's like beef
Wait,
bars.
this is
I'm
so.
dying.
This is so up Gabby. This is so up Gabby's like alley.
Yeah.
No, it's funny because you're talking about fitness, and then I also
No,
have like
but
a taco.
it's all
Yeah.
about like.
balance.
But I love that, and I remember. Okay, last. See, guys, it never ends. You were also doing PR
Mm-hmm.
because I was at the ICOS event, which is also anti-fitness. But you were like, yeah, I'm doing PR for this. Like, I need to introduce you to someone. I was like, what? Like, you're doing so much.
Yeah.
So like, you're a man of many traits.
yeah.
you're-
Yeah, I remember that.
You're a fitness person. You're an ally. That takes a lot of
work.
work. You have a food business. You do PR.
Multifaceted.
Multifaceted. You read. It's like, who reads nowadays, you know? Do you read?
No.
I haven't read since like
Actually, I
grade
read
one.
like I love reading like articles and stuff, but I'm not.
I
like,
read articles.
Yeah.
No, like
Mhm.
fashion
I'm not like
stuff.
I won't read like a novel or something.
You know what I've been obsessed with? Sorry, this is
Why
super
is it-
random. But Outlander, you should follow them. They're like a publication, but they're very like Gen Z.
Mm-hmm.
And the way they sort of talk about their like fashion stuff is very interesting. I like their point of view. And I was like
Outlander.
scrolling Outlander magazine. I was just scrolling through Instagram and it's like, I need to mention this before I forget. I read that. And I read like L'Officiel, like Vogue,
Mhm.
Preview, like I read like stuff like that. So I feel like people are gonna be like, he doesn't read. I do read.
Liam reads.
I read like when someone
This
is
is a fashion.
yeah, when someone's fighting on Instagram
Oh my god.
or when someone gets called out,
Yeah.
I read that thoroughly. There was just a little
Those
like
Reddit
fight.
threads.
There was a fight yesterday that I read. Someone was like fighting. So I read a lot. Just like you read like books. Okay, sorry. Continue. Is that it?
Yeah, I mean, had a great time on the podcast.
Thank you for coming on.
Really
Thank you.
fun.
Thank you for dealing with our chaos. I think now you under. We started warning him, guys, that like this is like very sporadic, and we just do random stuff. And I think you
Yeah.
get it now.
Yeah, no. I was like driving, I was like, oh, like should I prepare anything? And then I was like looking at your
No.
post, and I was like, you know what? I'll just have zero expectations.
Yeah.
No, and we have zero expectations.
Always.
Yeah.
And I feel like
That's
we
when the
want
best
to be as
moments
authentic
come.
as possible.
Yeah.
And I feel like we showed whether good or bad our authentic selves. You only showed good. I think we sometimes show our little crazy, but like
No, I was thinking about it earlier when I used the restroom. I feel like if you clip that salad stop order, I feel like that can go viral.
no, sometimes I'll be like, put that on the TikTok. Put that on the TikTok. I feel like there's a few good
You know,
TikTok.
they barely had any bleeps for this episode, in fairness.
I know. I think
realized
you've like
Yeah, like
calmed
two.
us down. Well, Gabby doesn't curse. It's more the bleeps for me.
the bleep of like even.
Oh, the
like,
bleep of like
things.
talking shit
Yeah.
about people.
Uh-huh.
Because we don't. Everyone was like, "Ooh, are you gonna be like the canceled podcast?" It's like, that's so not us, and I don't think everything needs to be shared.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you for
you.
coming, and
Yeah, I
hope you
enjoyed it.
enjoyed.
Thank you so much.
I hope you guys enjoyed this as well. I hope you guys can follow Zach because he really
Yes.
is such a cool, genuine person, and I feel like the fact that like he said yes to this like super easily it's very nice of you,
Yeah, of course.
and we only have good things to say about him. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
But thank you guys, and
Bye.
see you. Yay!
Yay.